Well, hello and welcome to the Informed Traveler Podcast, a weekly travel podcast where our goal is to help you become a more informed traveler. And I'm your host, Randy Sharman. Travel expert Onanta Forbes is traveling the world again. Last week, she was in Central America, so in a few seconds, we'll get an update on where she's been and what she's up to. And then we'll head to Nova Scotia and visit the Harb'r Resort, located on the north side of Nova Scotia, that offers all kinds of amenities and fabulous accommodations. And Ken Stewart from Crowfoot Travel Solutions will be along to give us a few destination ideas and travel deals with our weekly roundup. But first, let's kick things off chatting with travel expert Onanta Forbes, who joins us each week to discuss some of the travel news and travel trends. You can follow her adventures on Instagram, Facebook, and X at Onanta Forbes. OnantaForbes.com is her website. And that's exactly what I've been doing, Onanta, looking at your posts on your Facebook page. It's hard to keep up. Where are you at the moment?
I am in Quito, Ecuador, and I've had the most fabulous time in this beautiful country. The reason why I chose Ecuador and tomorrow I'm flying to Colombia for a week was because I've never been to these two countries. And I thought, yeah, I'm going to go. Now, of course, when you're traveling to Latin America, things happen in Latin America, so it's always good to go to a reputable and credible tour operator. We're using Abercrombie and Kent. I've traveled with them before to different destinations and are well taken care of. The first day we explored the city, went to the plaza, to the main square, saw all these beautiful architecture of the region, of the history of it, the cathedral. It's just amazing. Good opportunity to explore. Always keep in mind that you're in a different country, so we always have to keep an eye on our wallets, or because there's pickpockets about. Even though we are enjoying ourselves, you can't let your guard down. And then we embarked on a 4-day, 3-night adventure on the Anaconda with a K Amazon cruises. So this is where we flew to Coca, and then we took a canoe, a very long, narrow canoe ride for about an hour and 20 minutes to catch up with the boat. This is a luxury experience on board. You have a naturalist, you have 5-star chefs, 5-star accommodation. They take you out on the canoe, and you can, the first day, later in the day, we went on a bird watching little jaunt up the river. And then when it got a little darker, we went into the Amazon forest, and we were able to see tree frogs, this big, huge spider, iguanas. It was quite amazing, just the ecosystem that's in there, looking at these huge trees that are so old and you'll never be able to hug it, even if you had 10 people hand in hand. It was so amazing. And then we went the next day by our canoe boat, which trails after the cruise boat, and it took us into the Amazon jungle. So you find out right away why they call it a rainforest, because it does rain. But we were able to see some amazing sights, and not very often seen. So we saw a pink dolphin and a baby dolphin. The baby dolphin was gray, and it actually appeared a few times, so it was kind of neat to see. The mom was trying to teach the baby how to swim. We saw these giant river otters. Our naturalist, Ava, was so amazing. He makes sound that calls the otter. So for an example, the otter thinks that it's another otter and it's in distress, so they have to come and save it. So
goodness.
There was multiple otters that came, and they looked, and it's like, oh, you're not an otter. So they were angrily went away. But they were huge. And then lots of different birds. We were able to I didn't see it. I was kind of way back when we were walking at a certain point, but there was a big snake that went by that eats pit vipers, so you can
Ooh.
understand that was pretty amazing. And then
Hmm.
lots of howler monkeys and different kinds of monkeys and sloths. And it's interesting because this gentleman, he could actually smell a certain type of animal, and then he would guide us to where they are and show them where they were in a tree or, on the ground. We did see one baby caiman. So we did see, for me, it was an amazing amount of animals. And I do encourage listeners to go onto my Instagram and Facebook pages to see all the animals that we saw. I was able to capture them and put them on um, put them or post them, I should say. And then the meals were amazing, like um, a good mix of Ecuadorian and international cuisine, but more focus on Ecuadorian. There's something for everybody. So if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, you do not have to worry. You'll be well fed. And then it was a good opportunity. I met the founder of the company, Diego Garcia, and what I loved about hearing him talk about how he created the Anaconda Amazon cruises was his their focus as a family on culture, nature, the community. And speaking of community, we went to a community. They were managed by a collection of women. We went with them to see what they grew in their garden. And then they harvested different food like yucca and palm, and we took it and we cooked it, and then
Hmm.
we had a little snack. So again, a really good opportunity to support local, to support women who are taking care of families and are trying to manage their homes, and also support the indigenous culture. And then they also had handmade handicrafts that we were able to purchase. So a lovely, lovely experience to engage in. After the time in the Amazon, we came back yesterday, and I'm staying at a hotel called Hotel Mama Cachura. It's
Hmm.
in Old Town, Quito, and they have exclusive experiences that they cultivate for their guests. So ours was a surprise, but what we were able to enjoy was they took us to this master mask maker,
Hmm.
um, and he showed us all his collection, and then we got to paint our own masks. So that was kind of fun, and it
Uh-huh.
and I think what they're trying to do, and what you're going to find with companies like A&K and beautiful hotel chains like Hotel Arts, that they're trying to promote their culture and what makes Ecuador interesting and what makes it Ecuadorian and um, a beautiful place to come and enjoy and explore.
Hmm.
So really lucky to have done that. Today we went to Altavaldo, which is about, I'd say, 2 hours away from Quito. We stopped at a local market. It was huge that sold like alpaca clothing and hand embroidered stuff, beautiful paintings, all at great prices. You could barter if you wish. And then along the way, I kept on noticing these, like, it almost looked like they're huge tents. So it was and I said, well, what are they? And they're rose markets. So roses, Ecuadorian roses are they grow straighter because the sun's right above it,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, and then they also they grow bigger and they bloom bigger. So we have I said, oh my gosh, it would have been great to go see that. It wasn't on our itinerary. And they don't usually have visits because um, the growers are actually um, contracted to grow the roses for other people. Like, so there's a lot of proprietary around it and confidentiality contracts. But A&K, because they're the company that really takes care of their guests. So with an hour of me kind of muttering this, we got set up to go to Rosadex, which is
Wow.
a rose market. And I posted all these pictures. I think I posted over 50 pictures of different kinds of roses. So roses that are um, created in different colors. And some markets, like the Asia market, likes multicolor roses. So they
Hmm.
showed us how they dye it. And then some markets like the multicolor, but like with glitter on it. And then they showed us how they measure the bud, because like some markets um likes the buds barely open, some
Hmm.
likes it full open, and it was quite a production. They have so, and then they get it ready. They harvest it in the morning. By the afternoon, they take it to the airport, and then with depending on where you are, you wake up with roses at Walmart or Costco or your favorite florist.
Well, it all sounds amazing. Just getting back to your cruise though along the Amazon, tell me about the vessel. How big was that? Like, I'm assuming you used the canoe just to go off the ship, right?
Yes, that is correct. So the actual vessel, it can accommodate up to 40 people based on like the combination of doubles and triples. So the rooms are very well let's see, equipped. So
Hmm.
a gorgeous bed, full floor to ceiling windows. Um,
Nice.
yeah, it was really nice. So you can, look outside while you're just resting and perhaps see some wildlife. And just even just the awe of the forest itself, like the different trees, the palm trees, and it was really green. The intensity of the colors were
Hmm.
amazing. And so we had a main dining area that we all gathered, and there were tables that you could have of four. So it was family style. Like there's not a lot of people, so it was nice to engage with
Hmm.
staff of the ship
Hmm.
as well as other people. Um, yeah, so it was an interesting note. You never know who your traveling companions are. So a couple of ladies that were there were actually hired by Disney, and they were actually going to the different communities to check out the safety for their guests when they go.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so it's quite amazing how you have the opportunity to know that when you go to the Amazon, because it's still a very natural area that, there's some tribes that do not mix with other people.
Hmm.
And so they're kind of unknown. But we also want to know our guests are taken care of and they're safe, right? So there's people from there. And there's also a gentleman who's the director of expedition from Lindblad Expeditions. And he was checking it out because they would charter this company to be able to go, for Lindblad customers to go
Hmm.
on this so that they can explore the Amazon as well. So, as I say, you never know who you're going to meet, but it's such a luxury experience that you're going to be taken care of. And again, with the main focus of nature, community, sustainability. They have two ships, the one that we were on and the manatee. The manatee goes what we did, but also goes right to the Peru border. So you can have 4, 5, or 8 day durations.
Nice. I have to ask you this question though. What about bugs? Because you
Yeah,
did mention nature and you
yeah.
are in the middle of the forest
Oh,
along a river. Was
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so make sure that you do put a lot of sunscreen on, and not just like 20 or 30, like go to 50, because even though it's cloudy, the you're still gonna get the sun through the UV rays. And
Mhm.
also we lathered up with musk oil because of the deed in it. And I know
Yeah,
sometimes musk deed is not openly accepted, but honestly, you really
it
do
works.
need it. Yeah, you really, really do need it. I would say though that I wasn't um, put off by bugs or anything like that.
Oh,
Like
that's
you
good.
just, yeah, not at all. No, I can't say that. I know people are, sometimes don't like creepy crawlies, but I don't think you'll be okay. honestly. Yeah, it'll be good. You're so amazed at the different animals and wildlife that you see
I
that
bet.
you almost kind of forget
Yeah.
that there could be a couple of inconveniences. But
Yeah.
you have to go with, knowing that you have to dress properly too. Like you're going to wear long pants. You
Yeah.
can wear runners. What was nice about it, they had life vests for you when you're on the canoe, and they also have rubber boots. So you don't have to worry about bringing rubber boots, but you will need rubber boots when you hit land, like when you go on your nature walks.
Hmm.
And one of the greatest experiences of being on the boat was we climbed up about 220 steps up to this observational canopy tower, so you could see the Amazon River, you could see the forest. We had a flyby by four blue macaws. Like it's just such an experience that, you know what, if you went back, you might see different things. So, like, it's a new, original, but worthwhile entity
Hmm.
of being there. And for me, going on the Amazon and A&K sourcing Anaconda Amazon cruises was one of our highlights of our trip to date.
Well, it all sounds truly amazing. And yes, people can go on your Facebook and Instagram pages to look at some of the amazing, amazing images. Tomorrow, you mentioned you're going off to Colombia. What's briefly ahead for the days?
So we're going to fly into Bogota, and then we're going to go to a coffee plantation for a couple of nights, and then we're going to Medellin, and then we're also going to end up in Cartagena. So very interested, in their culture. Whenever I hear of Colombia, I think of the drug trade,
Hmm.
the safety factor and all that. So one of the things I definitely would recommend to anybody leaving our country and exploring others, I registered myself on the Government of Canada website, and just so they know where I am in the world.
Hmm.
And actually today I got a notification to say, well, because this weekend is a long weekend, so there's going to be more crowds,
Oh,
more
yeah.
activity going on. The police are out even starting today because they're just checking everything, like they're
Hmm.
checking vehicles and so on.
Yeah.
So I would definitely recommend Latin America, as I say. It's hot in so many different meanings. So you just want to make sure that you're in the know, and also always work with a travel advisor that can help you plan your trip and buy insurance.
Yes, for sure. Well, I've been to Cartagena. I loved it, so I'll be interested to see what you thought of it and all the other places in
Yes,
Colombia when we talk to you next time. So,
you
thanks for doing
bet.
this, and enjoy the rest of Ecuador, and have a safe flight to Colombia.
Yes, muchas gracias.
Let's head to Nova Scotia now and visit the Fox Harb'r Resort, located only about an hour and a half drive from Halifax, and offers world-class golf, fabulous dining, a luxurious spa, and all kinds of outdoor adventures. So joining us now to tell us more about it is Kevin Toth. He is the president of Fox Harb'r Resort. The website is foxharbor.com. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Randy. How are you?
How I'm well, thank you. I remember visiting the Fox Harbor Resorts, I guess it's about 10 years ago now. So I'm assuming there's a few changes, but for folks who have never been, give me the background story behind Fox Harbor Resort.
Sure. So we're located an hour and a half outside of Halifax International Airport on the Northumberland Strait. So the Northumberland Strait is on northern Nova Scotia, facing Prince Edward Island. We have 1,150 acres. It's a gated resort and residential community. We have a championship golf course. We have a destination spa. We have sports shooting facilities. We have tennis courts. We have an amazing wellness and junior Olympic size swimming pool, kayaking. We have our own yacht that we take our guests out on, and some major venue, convention and conference space, and also we feature 103 guest amenities, the vast majority all facing the ocean.
Well, that about covers it all, so I think we're done. No, I'm just joking. But it is an amazing resort area. I mean, like when you talk about space, there is a lot of space there. It's not like you're crammed in on a huge complex, is it?
Yeah, that's right. The resort's actually on a peninsula, with the north side facing the Northumberland Strait and the south side on Fox Harb'r. So we're pretty well surrounded by water as well. And when Ron Joyce, the founder of Fox Harb'r, assembled 3 or 4 parcels of land, and in the center of the resort is also, I forgot to mention, a 5,000-foot runway, private runway that we use to greet our guests and have guests arriving and departure from our runway right on site. So it's quite an expansive piece of property for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, the one thing that I was amazed about was the accommodations themselves. Like, we're not talking hotel rooms here or anything like that. These are full-size, fully operational places that people can stay. So you can accommodate just about any size of group, can't you?
Yeah, we can accommodate up to about 200 groups for about 200. And we do that, quite frequently. As you mentioned, our guest accommodations are, we're a CAA 4-diamond 5-star resort. So, our accommodations are well appointed, luxury style. Most of them have our junior suite style. So you have a living room area with your own balcony or patio, and 4-piece baths with hydrotherapy tubs in each of the baths, and then a private sleeping area as well with kitchenette. So they're sort of designed for longer stays as well. Mm-hmm. We seem to our guests seem to appreciate the accommodations that we're able to provide. Mm-hmm. And of course, again, as I mentioned, they all are all on ocean facing, and most of them are actually golf course and ocean facing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like nowadays it seems that families want to travel together, and there's more than 3 or 4 people. It's tough to find accommodations, but you solve that problem right away.
Yeah, probably, Randy, since you were here, we expanded our inventory of townhomes, villas, and custom homes as well. We have a total of 15 townhomes, villas, and custom homes, everything from 3-bedroom villas, oceanside villas, up to 6-bedroom, very high-end custom homes as well.
I know you listed off a whole bunch of activities that people could do when we started the interview. Even if you're not a golfer, there's lots of things that you can do there. And the one thing I really enjoyed was the kayaking.
Yeah, the kayaking's real special. We set off from Fox Harb'r, which are protected waters, and we do guided kayak trips right out to Oak Island, which probably takes about a half hour to get out. And all through the season, there's a herd of harp seals. About 200 of them show up every summer for us, and they're quite amazing to be in the water. They'll come up right and take a peek at the kayak and the person in it. So it makes for quite an adventure. I don't know if you experienced that.
I didn't experience that, but one thing I remembered them telling us, and it was my first time kayaking, so that's why I
Okay.
really enjoyed it, because you're not really in any serious open water. It's pretty safe, but the one thing you have to be aware of, that we were warned of, is the tide. The
Right.
tide was
Right.
coming out, and people actually got stranded in the weeds when the
Right.
water got lower.
Yeah. Yeah. The tide waits for no one.
But there was also, I remember there was skeet shooting, and there was archery, and there was and even fly fishing too.
That's correct. Yeah, we have two stock trout ponds. We have sport shooting with certified guides, which is very, very popular for those that have never had the opportunity to sport shoot. We have all the facilities and guides to allow for a really enjoyable experience. We have archery, and last year, Randy, we introduced axe throwing as well, which is
Nice.
a great group activity.
And one thing your guides are very patient with newbies like myself and all of those activities. And then there's the golf. Describe the golf course.
Yeah, so our 18-hole championship course designed by Canadian Golf Hall of Famer Graham Cook. The front nine is Parkland style as you meander through the wooded areas of the resort. And then on the back nine, it's still Parkland style golf, but it's all ocean views and on the oceans. It's said it's very playable with back tees to make a balanced, a challenging experience, and then lots of forward tee opportunities for the high handicappers and
the lousy golfers like me. You can say
it. We call those high handicappers, right? And I'm sort of included in that description. So we've got a great golf experience. We've got a world-class golf academy as well. So we have 3 teaching pros, actually 4 teaching pros now. And a lot of folks come to us for golf clinics. We do very well in our golf clinics and golf learning programs that we have.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you mentioned too that you're only an hour and a half away from Halifax. So
that's right.
If you wanted to rent a car, it's a perfect place just to stay, and then you can explore Nova Scotia. It's not a big area to explore, right?
Right. And we also, talking about exploring, we can do it. You can explore the area by water. As you mentioned, kayaking. We have our own pontoon boat that we take tours out, groups out, smaller groups or individuals. And then we have our 63-foot Freddy yacht that we do 2-hour tours. We do tours over to Prince Edward Island. And that's quite a luxurious yachting experience. That's very popular.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to go outside the gates, we're just 3 kilometers away from the Great Canadian Trail. We have a fleet of bikes that we rent, and we all, including fat bikes and electric bikes. The electric bikes have become very popular, and it's a great way to explore northern Nova Scotia is by jumping on the Great Canadian Trail, and it's really a great experience for sure.
Mm-hmm. Who is your average guest? Do you get a lot of international guests? And I'm thinking Halifax Airport serves a lot of European countries as well. So do you get a lot of international visitors?
Yeah, about 20% of our visitors are from outside Canada. 10% being U.S. and then 10% international.
Mm-hmm.
UK is an important market. Germany is an important market for us. Most of our U.S. travelers coming up from the Northeast, with a smattering, in the Chicago area, sometimes from L.A., but mostly from the Northeast of the U.S.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, long stays. You're equipped for that. What's the average stay? How many days or nights do Your guests usually stay?
Yeah, in the summer it's 2.4, so about 2.5 days. And in the shoulder season it's shorter than that because we really market towards more the local maritime market for weekend getaways or weekday getaways and meetings.
And is it just you're open just seasonally? You're not open in the winter, are you?
Yeah, we're open from mid-April till the last week of November.
And how are bookings going? Are you booked up? Is it too late for people
this
to?
Summer's we had a good year last year, and this summer we're pacing about 11-12% ahead of where we were last year. So I'm optimistic with the bookings right now.
Yeah, so if people are interested, don't wait, is what you're saying.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Kevin, anything else you want to add?
Yeah, if I can, I'd just like to talk quickly about our golf course experience expansion. Mm-hmm. We started last fall the development of new Ocean 9 holes designed by two of Canada's top golf architects, Tom McBroom and Doug Carrick. We were fortunate enough to have Doug and Tom work together. This is the first time they've worked together in collaboration in designing golf course, and they we're just putting the finishing touches on the Ocean 9 now. We'll be seeding next over the next couple weeks, and it'll be open for play in next May. And we started the construction of the Vineyard course late last fall, and that's an additional 9 holes that we'll be adding. And by 2026 we will have 2 separate golf experiences at Fox Harb'r. One a pure link style course, and the Vineyard course will be a Parkland Heathland style golf course. We're very, very excited about it.
Yeah.
And I think our goal is to have the finest golf experience anywhere in Canada, and I think we're well on our way for that.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Very nice. Go for the golf, stay for the kayaking.
Right on. Watch out for the tides.
And watch out for the tides. Kevin Toth is the president of Fox Harb'r Resort. Again, their website, foxharbor.com, and Harbor is spelled Harbr, so foxharbor.com. It was fun chatting with you, Kevin. Thanks for doing this.
Hey, my pleasure, Randy. Thanks for the time.
This is the Informed Traveler Podcast. I'm Randy Sharman. Just want to remind you of our website, theinformedtraveler.org. That's where you can find our contact page if you have any questions or comments about the podcast or any show ideas. You can also email me, too, with any questions you might have. My email address is randy@theinformedtraveler.org. And if you want to get up-to-date travel info through the week, or just see a few amusing travel stories and links, you can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/informedtraveler, or you can follow me on X at Informed Traveler. So now, as always, like to end the show with our weekly roundup, and joining us to do that is Ken Stewart from Cropa Travel Solutions. How has your week been?
Been really, really good. Some really good bookings. Again, strong sales from a lot of the sites and agents that we talked to and listened to and everything like that for the sun destinations. So keep that in mind. Have your conversation with your favorite travel agent and get yourself set up. A lot of the dates are already getting a little slim pickings.
Yeah, you don't want to miss out, right? Plan ahead.
Just announced this past week, new flights are coming this winter. I haven't seen them in the system yet, but I know they'll be there shortly. We're going to actually fly to Tulum, Mexico.
I saw that.
Yeah, which is the southern end of the Riviera Maya, so you don't have to do that long transfer from Cancun. WestJet's going to have one flight direct weekly, and they're both Air Canada and WestJet are going to have multiple flights connecting through Toronto. So we're just waiting to see what they're going to be doing as far as tying those in with some packages.
We actually did
a great way to get down to the far end.
Well, exactly, and we actually did a segment on the new Tulum airport when it opened up. So if people want to figure out more on that, they can go into our archives and look at it.
And again, we mentioned this at the beginning. If you're thinking getting away next year, Make sure that you're checking things out right now, because a lot of suppliers and resorts have got everything pretty much loaded for what we consider the season, right through from October all the way till April. So, and again, a lot of the holidays, Christmas, New Year's, Family Day, spring breaks, which are split this year because Easter's in late April. So we've got all the public schools out in March like usual, and the Catholic schools are going to be out in April. So again, a lot of those dates are getting to be some limited availability at some of the more popular resorts. So give us a call, discuss your plans.
Yeah, well, we harp on it a lot, but if you want to get the dates you want and the rooms you want at the destination you want, you got to kind of plan ahead.
You do. They can Air Canada Vacations also wants to help you with those sun destination bookings. Right now until July, you can save up to $200 a person. So a family of four like yourself, that's $1,000 off on select vacations. Lots to choose from, and with Air Canada Vacations, you're always earning your Aeroplan points, which I know you collect as well.
Mm-hmm.
And on occasions, there's actual bonus Aeroplan points that can be earned if you're a member of our travel club,
Nice.
which again is free. So, again, another great thing with Air Canada Vacations, if you're an Airplan member like yourself, you can convert those points into gift cards. So those can actually be used not only just for Air Canada flights, but you can use them on your Air Canada Vacations package. Any amount you want, including if you've got enough, the full amount of your package. So give us a call. We can help you work through all that too.
That would be nice to have enough Aeroplan points to do a full package.
Well, I'm sure there are some people that fly a lot.
I know that there are some people that fly a lot. So, yeah, that would be nice.
I know. I watch some of our sales reps for different companies or whatever. They're always flying all over the place. And, he's sitting in business class. Treating himself. A little upgrade. Scenic River Cruises save from $2,900 to up to $8,000 a couple on a wide selection of 2024 sailings still available across their range of five-star river cruises. Ask how you can enjoy free premium economy airfare, or maybe it's a reduced economy airfare, but still savings. And those can be up to $2,400 a couple. So if you're looking at 2025, then we have some free economy airfares and savings up to $3,000 per couple on selected river cruises of 15 days or more, and savings of $2,600 to $5,300 per couple on selected cruises of only 8 to 11 days. So lots of savings to be had with them, and they're a great company. They do a really good job.
Yeah, they do a really good job, and I like free.
Free. A few offers that are expiring this week. New bookings by May 31st for select sailings with Viking River Cruises. From now until December of 2024, you receive reduced air, complimentary spirits beverage package, and a free stateroom upgrade. Never hurts to get that free upgrade.
No.
Oceania Cruises wants you to experience exotic destinations like Africa, Asia, South America, and of course down under. Again, new bookings by May 31st. Lots of free here. Pre-night hotel in your starting destination, 2-for-1 cruise fares, free round-trip airfare, free airport transfers, free shore excursions, free wine and more, gourmet specialty dining, free unlimited Wi-Fi, a biggie. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, it's probably worth that free phone call to us.
You had me at free.
And lastly, speaking of free, lots of new people every week are joining our free travel club, getting all those extra perks and offers, many times in addition to the supplier's best offers or sales that offer you extra value. And you can double dip when booking through our office as the official Travel Savers affiliate here in Calgary. You'll also receive our monthly newsletter, all kinds of great information, some travel ideas and sales in there. And these offers change regularly every 3 months. And we just started back in April with a new program. They're also going to have extra monthly specials.
Nice.
To add more for you from the suppliers. And best of all, it's free. And if you find it's not working for you, you just click that unsubscribe button and we'll not bother you anymore.
And speaking of free, what is that free phone call number?
403-241-7140 if you're in Calgary. And outside Calgary, it's 1-877-511-5511. And you can relax because it's all taken care of.
Indeed, sir.
Have a great week, everyone.
And that is our show for this week. If you have comments or questions, we'd love to hear from you. If you have a show idea, send that along as well. My email is randy@theinformedtraveler.org. And if you like what you heard, tell a friend. You can check out our website too at theinformedtraveler.org. In the meantime, thanks for listening, travel safe, and be an informed traveler.